Alright guys, today we're coming to you from Costa Rica, the Nayara Hotel. And as usual, we have on the right side here all my clothing items that I brought for this vacation. And on the other side of the bed, we have the electronic toys that I brought to record movies, because that's one of the things that I love to do. Here's my carry-ons. But let's get started on this side of the bed, the clothing part. Let me come around here. This fancy hotel where we're staying is called the Nayara Hotel, and as you can see, they set up this little thing for my birthday, and they have super fancy netting around the beds. Very, very, very nice. Anyway, so here we go. On this side of the bed we brought, for now this is all for about 1 week of time here in Costa Rica, and we stayed in 2 locations. One of them was over in the cloud forest, and the other one was over by in La Fortuna, and that's where we are right now. So here we are, guys. 2 weeks, or 1 week, 1 week in Costa Rica. So let's get started. This is the Outdoor Research Sunrunners cap with the neck protector here. And so you can take the neck protector off, just wear the hat, dries quickly, carries lightly. Very, very awesome hat. And these pants, you've seen these before, guys. These are the North Face pants with the legs that unzip, so you can convert them into shorts. Very easy to compact. We've had these everywhere. These are awesome. Still really good pants. Next we have the North Face shell. Now this is a rain shell. It's not really compact like the what's the other one I used to bring? Yeah, I think it's a North Face too, but this is a thicker version, and this one is good for rain. It was big enough that I could wear it on my person and have it protect the cameras around my waist, etc. So rain jacket, very important in Costa Rica. Rains a lot. And let's see, next we have some shirts. We have a Adidas very quick drying workout shirt. We have a Quicksilver rash guard, long sleeves, to protect me against the sun when we go in the pool or in Tabacon hot springs. So very, very handy to have that. And then we have our Costa Rican soccer jersey. This is for Costa Rica specifically, and I can wear it at home but support Costa Rica. So soccer team, so we have the soccer jersey, we have the Quicksilver rash guard, we have the workout shirt, and then we have another quick drying Arc'teryx short sleeve shirt, and these two would go well together. This one I would work out, then wash it in the sink, let it dry overnight. The next day this one was ready. I can flip-flop between these two. Very, very comfortable, easy. Next is a fancier shirt. This is a Columbia shirt, and this shirt actually has is very quick drying. It has vents on the side, pockets, buttons. Nicer shirt for dinners. So in essence, this was my collection of shirts for this vacation. Pants, rain jacket, hat. Over here, a couple more things. We have 2 pairs, identical but different colors, of North Face shorts. Now these are workout running shorts, I guess. They have the mesh inside to support stuff. They have the zipper in the back. They have a couple of pockets in the back. And I would wear these a lot for the pool, to do yoga in the mornings. So these were really, really quick drying, awesome pair of shorts here. They're all unfolded now. And so let's see, what is this little thing up here? This is a head net. In case you're going out and there's going to be mosquitoes, you can just wear the head net around your head. Here there are many mosquitoes, so this came in handy a couple times when we were hiking. Let's see what else. We have a pair of Nike running tights, and these are for running. Did a couple of long runs here in the gym, and also wore them for doing yoga here at Nayara Hotel. They offer morning yoga every morning. So these were awesome, really comfortable, quick drying tights. Next is the super slim water shoes. You can see they have a little bit of mud there on the side, but these water shoes came in really handy when we went to Tabacon or just to go here in the pools in the resort. Very, very comfortable grip on the bottom. You can actually hike a little bit with these. One day we did paddle boarding, and I just wore these straight out of my room with my shorts and my shirt, my Quicksilver, my shorts, and these. That's it. That's all I wore out of the room here. Got in the bus. We went to the lake, hiked a little bit along the lake, got on the paddle boards, never had to take these off. These were awesome. And look, guys, this is it's like a meshy material on the top here, so it compacts really easy. It's not like a typical water shoe that you find anywhere. These you can get on Amazon is where I got them. They're called Fit Kicks, and they're awesome. They compact. Look, I mean, look at that right there. There's 2 of them, and they're really quick drying too, because the mesh is really quick drying. All right, enough of those. We have our pair of hiking / trail running shoes, Fila's. Awesome pair of shoes. Next we have the Nathan belt. This is a stretchy belt. You can put your money, your passport, your phone, whatever, your keys, when you're running or just between airports or traveling. This way things that are important are close to you in a very slim, compact way. This just buckles around your waist. Easy. Next is a belt, and this belt came in super handy. This is an Arc'teryx belt, and this belt I modified it to put this little loop here, because this loop actually comes off there and it can give way a little bit. The reason why I put that in there is because when I have this loop around my waist, on my right hand side, this loop, I can actually mount the new GoPro stabilizer on here, gimbal, and I can travel, unclip it real quick, use my GoPro, put it right back. It was super, super awesome. So, modified belt, perfect. 2 pairs of socks. Socks are important. 2 pairs are enough. Wash them, use them, wash them, dry them. Cycle. 2. Done. There you go, guys. That's the clothing part. That's everything. So we have a pair of pants, the Sunrunner cap, raincoat, Quicksilver, Adidas, Arc'teryx, support jersey, and fancy shirt, 2 pairs of shorts, Nike stretchies, water shoes, regular shoes, socks, travel belt, regular belt. Done. Now, oh, and these are the bags that I use, guys. This is the Temba. You remember this from Morocco and others. The Temba bag. This is an amazing camera / travel bag. Close that up. Easy to go. I could just take this on the plane as my personal item, and this was my carry-on item. So that's it. That's all I brought. Those 2 and everything you see here on the bed. Alright, so now let's move on over to the fun side and let's start going through stuff. Alright, so now we have, let's start at this top right corner. We have a collection of batteries. So this charger goes with these 4 batteries for the new Sony camera, and I'll show you that in a second. And then they have a spare GoPro battery, and then I have the 2 extra batteries for the other Sony camera that we'll go through, and this charger. Now this charger is super, super awesome, because you could just put 1 battery on this side, flip it over, put the other battery on the other side, boom, it has a micro USB charger there, so then you can just charge both at once. Minimal. I wish this had the same thing where you could put 1 here, 1 in the back. Otherwise it's just bulky, this thing. Good thing I could just put one of these cameras in the camera, one of these batteries in the camera, and charge it right from the camera. So this was an excess, but because these are new cameras to me, I did not know how long that would take to charge them directly in the camera, so I brought this extra piece and a lot of batteries just to make sure I didn't run out, since I didn't know exactly how long each battery was going to last. Alright, let's move on. We have the Gorilla mount with the plastic GoPro top. Now this, you guys know this, it's convenient, easy, put it anywhere. This little twisty here comes undone, and it gives this mount a lot of movement, flexibility, rotation. Awesome. Alright, now we have this other mount. This is more of a tripod / mount. The legs fold in, it has Velcro, so you can Velcro it onto stuff, poles, etc. This loosens up, so now this moves in this plane and this rotates around in different directions. So on here you can put different cameras that have this type of attachment, so that came in really handy for the new cameras. Now we have the new Evo stabilizer for the GoPro. Super awesome. I did a lot of research into these stabilizers, and this seems to be one of the more durable, well-made products. Does a really good job, and it holds the Hero 4 really well. I have modified it just a little bit. As you can see, I put a little leather band here, loop almost, and I made this little attachment to this foam, so then when it's clipped on to the side, remember I showed you that belt, the blue Arc'teryx belt over there? I could clip that little thing around here and keep it around my waist, so that as I'm hiking, whenever I need it, I can just unclip that out, use it, and then pop this out. Pop this, sorry, one-handed is a little bit harder. Pop that out. Now this little foam piece is off. Turn it on, and it's good to go. Alright, so there's the Evo, the new Evo stabilizer. Now I did that instead of bringing the Osmo. I figured the Osmo was not pulling its weight, so the GoPro is a better camera in the way that it's just more versatile. It'll give me more options. So this actually worked out really well. So the Evo. Next, oh, this is the little foam burrito taco thing. You guys remember, we can take this apart, and put it into this case. I guess it's more like a blanket, foamy blanket that has Velcro on the edges, so it just Velcros into whatever shape you wanted. So that would, so the Evo would go in here, and this is the charger for the Evo batteries that live inside of this. This little wire here charges the GoPro while connected to the Evo at the same time, so that was handy. Next we have this GoPro mount, and this has a little band which is lost somewhere in here, a little band that goes around your wrist, and you can put it on your wrist or your arm, and because of this attachment I put on here, it gives you a lot of different options, so you can twist, forward, back, rotation. Really versatile. I wore this on my forearm when I went paddleboarding, was able to have the GoPro with the little floaty backpack on there, and it was perfect. This thing didn't have to grab it with my hand all the time. I could just point my forearm to where I wanted to get the shot. I can take it off my forearm, just put it like that, and it would do a really good job. Awesome. Next, I wanted to try a couple of car shots, so I brought the car suction for the GoPro. I figure I have it, let's use it. Since I was traveling with that monster, I figured this could go in there. And next we have the, I guess this is another GoPro mount. This is the, I forget the actual name of it, but it actually grabs on to poles. If you twist this, it'll begin to grip in here, and then just push it down, it'll lock it in place with the GoPro on the other side. So didn't quite get to using that. I thought about putting that on the paddle stick itself, but since I had this, it actually did well. I mean this thing, the forearm mount. So there you go, guys, that's another mount. Now this is a new item here. This is replacing my egg timers to do time lapses in rotation. So as you can see here, you mount your camera on here, and then you set what you want, what direction you want this to rotate, the circle, the speed, etc. Really fancy stuff. You do need to charge it though, so that's fine. Next this way is my waterproof iPhone case. I have the iPhone 6s, which is what I'm using to record this video. And so here is the case. I would use it in Tabacon, the swimming pools, outside when it rained. Amazing, amazing, amazing. No water got in here. Awesome. Now what kind is it? It's some kind of a Sadio. Really amazing case. Alright, next is this addition to the iPhone family here. It's the iPhone extra battery, smart battery pack. Because I take so much video and pictures that I run out of battery. So having this on my phone, no problems. Easy, amazing, awesome. I hope it lasts. There you go. Now the Bose, you've seen these before, the headphone, the noise cancellation earphones from Bose, as well as the regular earphones for working out. I get sweaty, I don't want these to get nasty. The Rode lavalier microphone that I'm using to record this audio, attached to my iPhone 6s, taking audio as we speak, literally and figuratively. Alright, this little pouchy here was for this mount, so that's what that is. Then I have the GoPro pole, compact, it can extend, and then when I put this, where is it? When I put this on the end of this, perfect combination of pole. All right, next, the head strap thing for the GoPro. What else do we have here? The GoPro frame. I also brought an extra memory card for the cameras that we're going to go into a little bit. The open back to air out the GoPro when I'm taking video, little protector for the GoPro, couple of lanyards, desiccants for the GoPro, cleaning lenses for the new cameras, haven't used this, and the floaty backpack for the floaty back for the GoPro when I went paddleboarding. This came in handy. I didn't want to lose that thing. Alright. Next is pouches. So you guys remember this from Iceland. This is the pouch that I wore around my waist. This pouch still is awesome, comes in handy, and I'll show you for which camera. I would put in the camera in here, my new Sony, and it would just be ready right in front of me, right next to me, right on my body. Amazing. Cool. Alright, next is these pouches. This is where all the wires and extra electronics would fit in there, all the GoPro things in there. Now, the new cameras. Alright, so let's get to it. One of my new main cameras is a Sony A7R2. Nice camera. I was worried about the bulk, but the quality of this camera, the video, the slow motion, wow, definitely worth bringing. And remember, I replaced that Sony 57 AX53. It was giving me a bunch of error message. This thing, amazing, guys. Wow. Check out my video for Costa Rica, my epic Costa Rica 2016, and you'll see what I'm talking about. A lot of the video came from this camera. Now this is a Sony lens here. It is let's see, 2470 lens, and it did a really good job with zooming, with close-ups, with far-ups. Really good camera. Now when you take this lens off, I did have a Canon 7D before that I never really used because it was bulky and it was not good for video. Next is this. These are the Canon lenses that came with my old Canon camera, as I was saying, but I could not fit these on this camera until I got the MetaBones adapter. Now this adapter will let you fit your native Canon lenses to the Sony. Amazing, amazing. It almost feels like these are Sony lenses when they're attached to this. So, really good camera. That was my new go-to camera. One of my other new go-to cameras was this Sony RX100 Mark IV. Now this camera, I got this in addition to this one because I was not sure if I was going to like the bulk of this one. It is a little bulky, but the quality, I don't mind it now. The quality outweighs the bulkiness in a way. And this camera I got because this one is portable. This one I can just put in my pocket or put into its pouch. Where'd the pouch go? Oh, it's right here. This is the new pouch, so this would go into this pouch. This pouch would be on my waist or next to me, and this is just convenient. It has a flip screen. It is awesome camera. This one actually does 4K as well, and it also does 1080p at 120 frames a second and 240 frames a second. It'll do more frames per second, but you begin to degrade quality, and so those are the ones I use this one for. The maximum would be 240 frames a second at 1080p. So check out my video, guys. It's going to have a lot of footage from these cameras, the iPhone and the GoPro. So 4 cameras really: the GoPro Hero 4, the A7R Mark II, and then the RX 100 4. Amazing, amazing, guys, footage. Next, let's move on from and each one of these cameras I put in a one of these 120 gigabyte cards. So this one has one, this one has one, then I have a spare one. The GoPro has a 64, no, it has a 120, I might have a 64 gigabyte card. Anyways, now let's move forward here. So now we have the my computer here, the MacBook Pro. Use it for editing and doing internet stuff. The iPad Mini 4. Then a couple of external batteries to charge the cameras on the fly or keep them by the bed, or if the power goes out wherever you're traveling, you have those so you can still juice up your stuff. Now these are little cube lights. I have a pair of these, and these are amazing when you travel. They charge with a mini USB through here. You unscrew this and charge it, then screw this back on. Then they have the on-off buttons up here. They can do up to 1500 lumens, guys. 1500 lumens. This is very convenient. You can put these in water, you can underwater, it doesn't matter. These can be essentially begin to paint light when you're taking video at night. I didn't quite use these yet because we haven't had a clear night of stars here in Costa Rica. It's been so cloudy. So maybe tonight I'll try to use it since it's a little bit more clear. Alright, headlamp. Use a headlamp if you're going hiking at night. They'll provide you some cheapo ones, but these, if you buy any of the ones you bring, it's going to be amazing. So a headlamp. This goes up to 300 lumens, black diamond. So 300 lumens, 1500 lumens, 1500 lumens. Wow. All right, rain covers. So these I didn't quite use. I brought them because of the new cameras and the rain here in Costa Rica. As you can see, you can put them around your camera so you can still shoot in the rain and your camera doesn't get wet. Didn't use those. Good to have those though. All right. Next, this is the charger for that computer. This is my minimal wallet. And we have the 2 terabyte external hard drive for that laptop so I can begin to organize my footage, put it all in there, begin to work on stuff. Next we have this, and now I call this wrong in my video for Iceland, but this is the iClips, I-K-L-I-P-S, iClips. This is an amazing 128 gigabyte external flash drive. I have all my workouts in here, and this you can just plug into any Apple device, your iPad mini, your iPhone, and access all the content you have in here. You can put whatever you want in here, pictures, document, videos. I happen to have all my workouts in here so that I can go to the gym, work out. Speaking of the gym, guys, this place, now they're not paying me anything to do this, but this place, Nayara Resort, has a gym that has air conditioning, has all the weights, all the running machines, everything you could possibly want. Amazing. I went there every day. Then they have an outdoor platform for yoga. Anyways, check out my video. Check it out. All right, next, we're almost done here. We have this is a new charger. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 USB ports to one wall adapter here. And you can charge plenty of things here. I happen to have 2 micro USBs here. Then I have 2 wires that essentially split in I have 2 wires here that essentially split into 4 ways of charging, 2 micros and 2 bigger USB type stuff. And then we have the Apple Watch charger and another iPad charger, and the Apple Watch here, you've seen this before, guys, from Iceland. Really cool stuff here. Alright, and then we have an auxiliary cable. Now this is necessary for us because when we were traveling with the car, I wanted to access music and podcasts in my iPhone, and a lot of these cars you rent don't have Bluetooth, whatever, but they do have an auxiliary jack, so I was able to use this when driving for hours to listen to podcasts, etc. Next is just a bunch of other wires, iPad, etc. wires, Apple wires. Now this is a card we were using for traveling. It came in handy so I can use my phone while traveling. We can talk about that more if you want. Leave comments in the description. Now this is the GPS we use for getting around here as a car charger and the actual Garmin. So this is Garmin GPS travel unit ready to go. And I think that's pretty much it, guys. I think you've seen it all now. The new cameras, check out the video. I'm going to put a link at the end here. And make sure, if you're ever in Costa Rica and you want to splurge a little bit, treat yourself, boom, Nayara, happy birthday. There you go. Alright guys, that's it from Costa Rica. Have a good day and stay dry.